What's up, YouTube? Back here with another real quick modification video, something that I ordered, and I was just hoping for the best on these, so we're going to see how the install goes. One of the things in the Jeep Wrangler and Gladiator is very limited cup holder capacity. So as you guys know, right in the center you've got 2 cup holders, and then in the rear you do have a pull down armrest with cup holders there as well. So if we look at this just in the back, you do have a pull out, you've got 2 right there. So technically, if you really wanted to reach back in the back every time, if you needed to carry more than 2 drinks, you could technically pull that down and put 2 drinks back there and then 2 up front. So 4 maximum. Now for me, you know, family of 4, anytime we go anywhere, that's just not enough. And one of the things that I was super spoiled with in the Dodge Ram Rebel is it had cup holders for days. I mean, there were at least 4 cup holders up front, you had some in the back, you had some in the door. You never ran low on space to hold your cups. So what I found on Amazon, mixed reviews, so I'm gonna see how these work. These are basically a door insert that you bolt in at the bottom with an existing eyelet, so you can see that right there. And then in the top, it does come with a self-tapping screw that they say is optional. Now granted, it does come with a 3M tape, you know, that you can see lined on the back, but that's only on one side, and frankly, I probably am not gonna trust that. So I'll probably go ahead and use the screw. It's not that big of a deal in my opinion. You're gonna need a T20 Torx right there at the bottom to take that bolt out. And if we test fit this, so you can see, when we drop it in there, that, you know, fits perfectly in the channel. And then right up here is where that screw is going to go. You leave the netting in, there's no point of messing with your netting, and that's going to create us another cup holder and still be able to use this net. So let's go ahead and do the install, and then we'll come back with a real quick review. Okay guys, and just like that, these are installed. Incredibly simple installation. Literally just take out that T20 at the bottom, reattach, take off the double-sided tape, stick it on, and if you decide, you can attach the top screw if you want. So now this is a giant 32-ounce Yeti. It doesn't quite fit in there exactly vertical just because of obviously this expansion, but if you had a 20-ounce bottle or anything like that, that would fit in there perfect. Now I will say that this seems to be fairly sturdy. I mean, you've got the bolt at the bottom, so no matter how you slice it, that's going into metal on the other side, so you've got some pretty good rigidity at the bottom. And then on this side, I would imagine, quite personally, unless you were delicate with this, if you did not use this screw, I would imagine this 3M tape would eventually pull off. So hopefully, since we use the screw, any 20-ounce bottles we want to carry, that'll be a nice little addition to the Gladiator. So now I'm going to do the other side, and we're going to call this one a wrap. Okay, driver's side is done, so that's a wrap. So just like the other side, these install, let you still use the net. Matter of fact, got a trusty, see if I've got my logo anywhere visible. This is, believe it or not, an actual trusty Veeam umbrella, company I currently work for. So that will still fit in my netting on the side for the rainy days. Still have that in there, and just like on the other side, again, you had a 20-ounce bottle that would fit in there perfect. The Yeti will technically ride, so if you're limited, you could drop that in, but it's definitely designed for more like a 20-ounce bottle or a regular cup that doesn't have the typical Yeti flange on it. So one thing that I will point out that some of you may have encountered with this, or definitely be ready for it, if you look at this, this is definitely going to be the piece that sticks out the most if you look at the door profile. And the reason why that's important is for when you take your doors off, if you hang these, like I typically do in my garage, with the actual upholstery facing in towards the garage wall, you just need to be careful with these, because again, it's not like these are super sturdy. There's one bolt in the bottom, which does give it some rigidity. However, you know, the other one is just a self-tapping screw going into plastic, and then you got 3M tape, double-sided tape. So again, it's not like we're talking about some heavy-duty bolt-on. So with the weight of the door, if you're not careful, if this bumps into the wall, I could see that actually breaking. So just be careful when you go to hang up your doors when it's time to take them off, which it is right now. It's an absolute gorgeous day outside. So here we are doing this. You know, beautiful day. This install literally took 5 minutes, if that, and UPS just delivered these. So I wanted to go ahead and put them on because that's honestly been one of the biggest nuances I've had with this thing yet. It's just been an annoyance because if I go pick up lunch for, say, a family of 4 and we get a couple drinks, well, if I've already got my Yeti in the cup holder up front, I literally have one other easily accessible cup holder if I don't want to reach around to the back, you know, and pull down that armrest. So the whole point is this will be nice. I can add a couple drinks in there if I ever need to, and we just added 2 more cup holders to the Gladiator. So personally, I have nothing but good things to say about this. I know there's mixed reviews on Amazon. I'll be sure to link to this in the description. I personally find it fine. I don't find it too flimsy. You know, these are the ones for the front doors, keep in mind, because there's a different design when you go to the back door. So it's a little bit different setup on the rear, which I'm not getting right now. There's not a lot of room back there. Plus I've got kids that are going to be back there. They don't need cup holders in the door. So right now I'm only concerned about the driver doors. So I'm probably just going to stick with these. But for the cheap mod that they are, I think they're plenty rigid, plenty strong enough, and they, you know, serve their purpose well. So I definitely recommend it. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like and subscribe to the channel, and, you know, stay tuned for more great content around the Gladiator. Thanks so much for watching and enjoy your day.